Well, it's that time of year where everybody dusts off their tweed, scrambles around to find the bow ties, and gets the boots polished. It's time to participate in the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. Attending a Distinguished Gentleman's Ride is an opportunity to join a worldwide community of dapper riders who come together to raise awareness and funds for prostate cancer research and men's mental health programs. In this vlog, I'm going to take you guys along with me for the ride. I'm super excited for this event this year because I get to ride something that I don't normally ride. It is the BMW R18 First Edition. Now, if there was a bike made for this event, I'm pretty sure it's this thing. It is BMW's classic cruiser bike. It's such an elegant bike and it is an absolute head turner. I can't wait to throw my leg over this 1800cc flat twin and ride into the event feeling like a badass. Honestly, I have to say it, I don't understand how people with cruisers ride with these open-faced helmets. I was getting hit in the face by flies at 70 miles an hour, which is quite painful. I feel like it's important to mention that if you want to wear full gear at the DGR, of course you're more than welcome to. As someone who generally advocates wearing good full gear all the time, it is a personal choice that I make once a year to ride in dapper kit. I'm a full-grown adult with a full-grown adult brain, I like to think, and I'm fully aware of the risks associated with riding in this fashion. But it is a risk that I'm willing to take once a year to look smart and fit in with the theme for this wonderful cause. So I rode to Philip Buell's in Manchester to meet up with hundreds of bikers for the event. There are so many cool bikes here, there's always something to catch your eye, from the old stuff to the newer stuff to the Triumphs. To look around here, you're literally like a kid in a candy shop. Of course, there are some proper weird looking things as well. But there's always something to capture your attention. It's time to get on the road. I didn't see any other R18 first editions at the event, and as you can see, they capture attention. Don't mind me with my little concentration face. That's what happens when you're trying to ride a 345 kilogram bike at low speeds in front of a massive crowd. The Manchester ride goes from Philip Ewells to Barton Airport in Manchester. Now, our ride is only 9 miles, but all the rides across the UK have different distances, some much longer than others. Honestly, there's something so cool about rolling out with a massive group of bikers. One of the most wholesome things about this ride are the people at the side of the road cheering you on and giving you high fives. There is so much support for this cause, even from witnesses and spectators. This footage is so cool, it's almost like playing Where's Wally. Let me know in the comments below if you managed to spot me. When you're riding in these kind of events, it's very important to do your lifesavers. There's a lot of bikes in one place and everybody's trying to jump into the same gap sometimes, so you do just have to be on the ball. It's so addictive to rev this bike because it does shake from side to side. Since the ride is from Manchester, Manchester is known for being super busy, lots of roadworks, so the beginning of the ride is rather slow. There's hundreds and hundreds of bikes, so as you can imagine, we don't all get through the traffic lights at the same time. However, there are marshals with big arrows, which are very clear, which help you know what way you're going if you do get separated from the group. It's lovely when you see people waving to you at the side of the road. It's always nice to give them a little wave back. This is Johnny, he's a big supporter of the channel, so it was really nice to meet him at the event. Here, Johnny notices something. It's a flipping good job he's on the ball. My cummerbund had got itself loose and fell onto the exhaust, but thankfully it didn't melt on there, which is good. Sometimes wardrobe malfunctions happen, and I had to tuck it under my armpit and ride like a little T-Rex. I was faffing around trying to tuck it in, so I almost missed the lights, but we got through. I absolutely love this guy on this bike. Watch his seat as he sits back down, I just find that so cool. The bumpy roads are not best suited to the R18, but it tackled them anyway. Here I'm just trying to secure the cummerbund a bit better so I don't have to worry about it falling out. Then a wild Mike appeared, much to my surprise.
Mike, my cummerbund fell off. It's dangling down. What went wrong?
It is such a good vibe to just ride along, acknowledging the riders with their awesome machines as you go by. Standard biker nod of respect there. This was the first time that I spotted another R18 on the ride, albeit an R18 Transcontinental. And he had the full Marshall speakers, he was playing Bob Marley, jamming. The sun was out, the warmth of it was on our face, and it was just good vibes riding along. So we finally got to the event, we all pulled in, and last year we parked straight ahead here on the tarmac car park, but this year they sent us onto the gravel, which is always a bit gut-wrenching when you're on a really heavy bike that's not yours and is really expensive. Again, the bike was getting quite a lot of attention, but it was one of the only R18 first editions, so that's to be expected.
I'm alright. Thanks though.
It was so kind of him to offer me a shove, but I think I had it handled.
Speedmaster blows it out of the water. You look so cool.
Well, guys and girls, that concludes the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride today. What a ride it's been. It's been absolutely fabulous. There's something so nice about rocking up on something so elegant, so classy, a nice cruiser style bike, and just being surrounded by lots of other things: bobbers, cruisers, cafe racers, brats, scramblers, modern classics, modern retros, old retros, vintage bikes. Literally, it is such a feel-good vibe, and it really is just an awesome event for an awesome cause. Just to reiterate, the cause, we're raising money for men's mental health charities as well as prostate cancer charities as well, Movember namely. And Manchester alone, when we were there and Philip Buells gave his speech, he let us know that we just tipped over £20,000 worth in donations, and that was Manchester alone. And you can still donate after the event, so no doubt that number is going to keep rising. Before I conclude this video, I would just like to give a few thank yous. I'd like to thank first and foremost Halliwell Jones for allowing me the use of their R18 first edition. It meant that I could rock up to the event in pure classic style. I don't quite think my GS would have been allowed. Secondly, I'd like to thank Davida Helmets. You guys know that this isn't my normal style of riding, so I don't typically have an open-faced helmet hanging around. So Davida Helmets, a local UK company, gave me this helmet to wear and rock and sport at the DGR events. So thank you for that. I'll be wearing it again next year. And then finally, a final thank you to Bikeshare Insurance. They sponsor my channel and allow me to produce this kind of content and get it out to you guys. Now, I have a top secret project going on with Bikeshare at the moment, which is kind of very related to the kind of bikes that you see at the DGR event. It is a build project, so I'm posting content on that as it goes exclusively on my Patreon, but if you don't want to do that, that's fine. The final build process and everything will be up with Bikeshare later on in the year. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned, and if you're in the market for insurance, give the guys at Bikeshare a call, quote Usernamekate, and you might get a little bit of discount, which always helps. So that is everything. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. I hope you have enjoyed coming along with me for the DGR ride, and if you guys were thinking about taking part in it next year, definitely do so. If you don't have a classic style bike, see if you can borrow a mate's, or just get a hold of one, because it is a super event. Right, until the next time guys, take care and ride safe, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Bye! And lots of different bikes, all very sort of... Oh, hi Jasper. Good boy. You gonna say hi to everyone? He said no. Sorry guys, he's antisocial.